A day in the life of a Beachbody coach. This is a really tough one because it can look so different from person to person. For example, not everyone is a stay-at-home mom that is a Beachbody coach. Not everyone's a female. Not everyone has kids, that kind of thing. So one example is one of our teammates, Sarah Gobb. When she first started Beachbody coaching, her schedule looked like this. She was working a full-time job and 2 part-time jobs. So she would get up early in the morning and sacrifice sleep, for a half an hour and get up and work for a half an hour, post in her challenge groups, do her workout, that sort of thing. And then at night, she gave up TV for about 45 minutes at night or an hour, and she would respond to messages and do things like that. So that's one way to do it. For me personally, I've done it 2 ways. In the beginning, I kind of just lived my normal life. I might post on social media a little bit throughout the day, maybe not. And then my husband would come home and I would go down in the basement and I would give myself an hour to an hour and a half of focused time. Some days it was only a half an hour. And I would post in my challenge groups. I would post on social media. I would respond to messages. I would help someone, reach out to a coach, things like that. What's great is we have these awesome coach planners that tell you exactly, if you're like, what should I be doing? You have a guidebook to go to, and you learn as you go. So it's really fun. Now, my days are a little different. I've learned to kind of weave coaching through my day, and that works for some people and it doesn't work for others. So for me, it's instead of having like designated work time, I just, what I'm doing in my life, I've learned to view it through the lens of a coach. So how does this add value to someone else? Does this, is this funny? Will this make someone laugh? Will this help me relate to someone? Sometimes we just want to be related to. And so I just try to share throughout the day. I definitely have designated no phone times, or I don't respond to messages until nap time, that kind of thing. But this is my typical day. I wake up before my kids and try to drink some Shakeology or coffee, and I read some personal development. So that's just something I was already doing, but now I'm making sure I'm doing it every day. And it just centers me and it helps me grow as a person in all areas of life, whether it's, a marriage book, a devotional, a leadership book. I'm making sure I'm reading it. So a quote strikes me, it's really motivational. I think it could help someone. Then I'll post it. Maybe it's in my coaches group. Hey guys, I read this today. Maybe it's on my page. So I just make sure I share it and I'm looking out for other people. Then, I might work out and then I might take a picture of myself, or I might do a video and share it later, or kind of things like that. And then, or I just share it in my challenge group to motivate them. Then it's go time. I'm getting kids ready for preschool. We're going to preschool. We're coming home. We're playing outside. I'm very unplugged most of the day. However, if something funny happens or something sweet happens, or I'm really tired, I'm stressed, I'm going to post about it. I try to make it a time when my kids are playing or they're sleeping, or maybe for you, it's a lunch break. For many people, if you're working a 9-to-5 job, it's a lunch break. Take 3 minutes of your lunch and post about your day, whether it's your job and how much you love it, or what you're thinking, or your favorite TV show, or whatever it is. It's just sharing your life and being open and vulnerable with people. So that's kind of how my day goes. And then, during nap time, I try to be more like business focused, helping my challengers and responding to messages, things like that. And then I try to keep my evenings pretty not as tight. And so, so I can be with my husband, but maybe my dinner looks really good, or it's a really good recipe. So I'll snap a picture and I'll share it, or I'll save it for later and share it, and that sort of thing. So that's pretty typical. Instead of having like a big chunk of time, I kind of weave it throughout. And really, Beachbody is only a part of my life. It's not my whole life. I'm by no means on my phone all the time, or consumed, or on call 24/7. It is just viewing it through the lens of helping people, adding value to other people's life. And many of you are already doing that. You're just not getting the reward and payment for it. So hope that helps, guys.